this planet is beyond repair, and they have a dark, foreboding, feeling about it. But the way you put it, and I remember you told me once about, there'll always be people, but the spiritual ones will come through. I remember that that was something that helped me to feel positive and good about the future.
We looked at it. Maybe they are right in some ways, some degrees, that you feel is far beyond repair. Okay, far beyond repair. But don't let that bother you. You do, because you cannot live forever. So you have to do your part. Your part. Just pay attention to your part, what you got to do, finish that, and go on a journey. See? And when it's far, far beyond, then the spirit, your mother, will reheal itself again, which we call it a natural disaster. See? So if she's going to reheal itself, she will. And it's coming. It will happen. But you do your part. You do, as everyone do their part, we might have some little bit of time left, our extended time. See? The prophecies of the crazy horse, he said, at the last end of it, he said, he heard the voices of the children cry. Children are screaming and crying for their mom and dad and torturement and everything. They're crying from illness, sicknesses, everything. They're crying. And it got so much that Crazy Horse helped them cry. Then it stopped, and for a while, and all of a sudden, that rumbling, he looked up into the sky and he said, day become brighter than day. A huge flash in the sky, he said. And ashes and charcoal fall from the sky and cover the earth. Then the next morning, he said, he seen new grass grow, and the earth is good again, and the water is clear, and only God's children are playing down below the valley. These are the prophecies of Crazy Horse. See? And we've seen it. And now you are the seventh generation. You are the seventh generation of all race, mixed blood, you said. You are the seventh generation. And it is now you are crying. You're confused. Pretty soon nothing's going to be real to you. Don't feel real. See? Pretty soon you're going to feel that something inside of yourself is lost. Then you must find it. See? Or all of a sudden everything's okay, but you're going to feel sad. Not sad and lonely, not because your relative made a transformation, but there's something else inside of you. See? And now we have the COVID here, and we heard the voices of the children cry. At the border, we heard the voices of the children cry.
Mm-hmm.
Human trafficking, we heard the voices of the children cry. See? So she will, And if you're in the spiritual ways, you find yourself, if you become one, your body, your mind, your spirit, you become one, you will have no fear for no transformation.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, you're separate, then you're going to have a lot of fear, a lot of excuses. But it don't matter what kind of fear excuses you have. You could put down anything you want to, but when it happens, it will happen. See, this COVID is not an act of God. It's an act of men. See, a man that have bad intentions for the human being. See? That's why this happened. See? So it could be, this metal, it could be that. But here, when something that act of God is because that's the way prophecies are, and that's the way these prophecies were given to these men to speak about. And it'd be something if the Great Spirit has some cell phone and some telecommunications, it would be a lot different. But he sent something real down, another two-legged, another human being to speak to you this way, say like that. But yeah, it is probably, but never mind. Never mind that, do your part of what you're supposed to do,
Mhm.
and then you make your transformation. Say like that. Be alone.